Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Thursday. I almost just said it's Tuesday, but no, it is Thursday, one day closer to Friday. And let me tell you, heading into your day tomorrow, it is going to be a gross one. All this rain that you see right now on our radar, it is heading to our area. And let's time out all this rain right here on our Futurecast. And I do apologize for my camera glitching so much. I do not know why it has been acting up so much over the past couple of weeks, but hopefully I will be able to get a new one soon. But let's get back to this video and time out all of this rain right now for you here on our Futurecast. Most of the rain for your evening hours is going to be across our PD and Border Belt counties, while it remains more hit or miss, I guess you could say, right along our immediate coastline. And that's still going to be the exact same case as you head towards your midnight hours, while still staying more hit or miss or wildly scattered the further south and east you are, or the closer to the coastline you are. Let's head to the time you are heading out the door for work or school tomorrow morning. Widespread rain everywhere you look on our radar, and that'll be the exact same case throughout the rest of your morning as well. Thankfully, as we head towards your noon hour, all of that rain is out of here, but the majority of our area is still staying mostly cloudy. And then I know I don't have a Futurecast for this part, but just know that as you head deeper into the afternoon towards the time for sunset, all of these clouds will be departing our area. This will be a pretty beneficial rainmaker as well. Anywhere from 3/4 of an inch of rain upwards to an inch of rain is forecasted for our area. And let me tell you, I know that it has been very, very yucky or very, very rainy over the last few weeks, but let me tell you, all this rain has really helped the drought that we had been in. Here's the drought that came out 3 weeks ago, and you can tell, the whole entire eastern part of both North and South Carolina have been in a moderate drought. But let's fast forward it to now. Look how much improvement we have made. Hardly any part of western North or South Carolina is in a drought, and while we're still in somewhat of a drought, we have made significant improvement from where we were over the last few weeks. Now let's bypass tomorrow into your upcoming weekend. I want everybody to think about going back to Christmas, how cold it was this past Christmas. We have a very large polar air mass coming down from Canada, and that is going to be bringing some bitterly cold air into our area. Now, I don't want anybody to worry about, any sort of, freeze event. It is going to be cold, but it's not going to be as cold as what we saw on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Our highs are only going to be topping out in the mid-40s on for both of our areas, inland and Grand Strand. For your Saturday, overnight lows are going to be dropping down into the mid-20s the further west you are, upper 20s right along the immediate coast. Let's take a look at how cold it is going to get. For your wind chills on Saturday morning, bundle up everywhere you look. We're going to be in the teens. Now, I know this is very, very bad, but just think about how cold it would be if you lived across the Northeast. Let's go all the way up to the Northeast into portions of New England. Everywhere you look, their wind chills are going to be well below zero. And I know I don't have a graphic for this, but Mount Washington, which is the highest point in New Hampshire, their temperature is going to be around -40 degrees. Wind gusts could be as high as 120 miles per hour, and if you factor in those very strong winds with the temperature, their wind chill is going to be -100 degrees. Ever since I've been forecasting, I have never seen a wind chill factor being in the negative triple digits. This is life-threatening cold air that can give you hypothermia or frostbite within 3 minutes, okay? I don't care whether you live in my area or way up here in the Northeast, bundle up, because very cold air is heading to the eastern half of the United States as we head into this weekend. Let's take a look at your house hunting forecast, proudly sponsored by Ms. Vicki Durkin and Remax Southern Shores. Saturday will be the day to do anything outdoors. While it will be chilly, there's going to be a lot of sunshine out there. Temperatures will be starting out pretty chilly in the low 30s, warming up into the low to mid 40s for your afternoon. Heading into your Sunday, a new disturbance is heading into our area. It won't necessarily bring us rain, but it will increase our cloud cover, and that will lead us with a lot of clouds for your day on Sunday. Thankfully, temperatures will be a lot warmer than your Saturday, topping out in the mid to upper 50s. Now, thankfully, after all of this bad weather heads out of our area, we have a much better weather week heading into next week as a ridge of high pressure builds off to our south and east. This will allow a lot more sunshine into our area, and the reason for that, always remember, areas of high pressure make all that air sink, while we're having an area of low pressure right now that's forcing all the air to rise, condense, and form all that rain. This high pressure is saying, nope, air, you gotta sink, and that's not gonna allow any condensation or clouds to form, much less have any rain. So it is gonna be a very nice week with a lot of sunshine, and those temperatures are going to be returning back to normal. And if we take a look at what our temperatures are going to be towards the start of next week, look at where we go. We go from very below average this weekend, all thanks to that massive polar air mass diving south to the mid to upper 60s. Possibly we may get closer to 70 as we head into your Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, as far as rain goes next week, we have very small chances of rain next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But other than that, lots of sunshine is on the way after a very rainy past few weeks. Here's your forecast as you head further inland. Our best chance of rain definitely coming tomorrow morning. Beside that, lots of sunshine for your Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you name it, all week next week. Lots of sunshine is heading into our area, and as soon as we bypass this very cold weekend ahead, temperatures are going back to normal, and they're going above normal. We start out in the low to mid 60s for your Monday and Tuesday. Before you know it, we do hit the 70s for your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Keep it here at Liam's Weather for all of the latest information, and I hope you all have an amazing Friday and even better weekend.